Hi, Chris Coombs. We're talking some truth in diabetes. This is my sister Jennifer.
Hey.
Awesome lady. So what we wanted to talk to you a little bit about today is what it's like to live with someone who has diabetes. And where you were a sibling of a person with diabetes, do you remember the day that I called you up, you got the phone call, and I said, guess what? What do you remember?
Oh man, that was an absolutely horrible day. I was so scared for him, and I was so just totally frightened. I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know if he was going to be okay. It was just really scary. I was trying to figure out why, of all people, this had to happen to you. It was awful. Really bad day.
So over the years, what's been your experience? I mean, what's it like? I mean, what are some of the challenges? What are some of the difficulties you faced in living with someone that has diabetes?
Well, I think one of the biggest things is getting education. When you're living with someone with diabetes and you don't have the education to really support them, I think what I did is I ended up kind of leaving you in a position of being kind of the victim, and I wanted to pity him. I wanted to, oh, here, let me help you. Do I need to bring you some candy? Or you having a low blood sugar? I didn't know what to do, and if I had that education, a little more about the disease and what I needed to do to support him, I think that would have been a lot more effective if we would have had those tools.
So right there, that brings a point to mind, is the people in your life need to know these things, and that's a perfect opportunity to tell them what it is you need. Hey, if I'm acting a little bit off, you might want to suggest to me, hey, let's check your blood sugar. Or, is there something I might be able to get for you? Do you need a glass of juice? What can I do for you? Make sure that you talk with these people. Teach them what the symptoms are when you got a low blood sugar, when you have a high blood sugar. Then they can watch and they can support these. Now another time, let's talk something else. You ever remember a time that maybe my blood sugar wasn't right and I was a complete a-hole to you?
Yeah, I remember that day. That was not a good day.
What do you remember about that day?
I couldn't reach him. I remember that specifically. It was so scary because it's like you weren't present. It was almost like you were really almost in a coma. And I remember you reaching around trying to reaching for a sandwich, for cookies, for crackers, for peanut butter. And I remember trying to talk to you, and it was like you didn't even hear what I was saying. And it was like you couldn't even see that I was there. It was really a scary experience.
So acknowledge that, guys. Respect that. Understand that everybody that's around you doesn't necessarily know what it's like. They don't know what it feels like when you have a blood sugar. Me, I don't necessarily like somebody there helping me. I would rather someone offer some assistance. But then again, people don't know this unless you talk with them. Teach them these things. So remember, take the time, take care of yourself, take care of your diabetes.